Welcome back to the world that was this 3,000 point game between Skaven and Beastmen. Welcome back to the old world. Thanks for joining us on the channel again today. Today sees a Skaven army taking on someone who's new for the channel. It's a Beastman army. We've got some of the pictures for you so you've had a good look at them. Interesting to see their debut on the channel and how they're going to perform. We are just playing a nice, simple battle line today. We did roll for it. That was what we ended up with, which probably isn't a bad thing as we start out with a new army. I'll be taking control of the Skaven today. Jay debuting the Beastman. Let's take you a quick run through both armies. Looking down at the Skaven, we've got 9 giant rats with some packmasters and then a rat dart. Then we've got a warlord on a brood horror, some extra equipment on him. He's next to 50 slaves and then the Hellpit abomination. Other side of him is a nice big unit of 9 rat ogres. We've also got Squeal in there, who has given them +1 attack, is what I ended up rolling up for on them. And we have the Warlord today, who is this Warlord riding a Bone Breaker. Nice new unit. We've got 3 of the Storm Fiends, 20 Clan Mats at the back with a BSB and Engineer, 38 Storm Vermin, 49 Clan Mats, and another Rat Dart. Taking a look down at the new Beastman.
5 Warhounds and a big horde of Bestigor with the Beastlord General in there and a Bray Shaman and a Wargor. Unit of 5 Harpies, a Razorgore Chariot, a bus of 40 Ungor.
Hiding behind the wood.
First Razorgore there, and 2 units of 10 Raiders, a big block of additional hand weapon gore behind with the BSB, a Giant, another Razorgore and a Tuskor Chariot, and then scouting in the woods is the Great Bray Shaman on a Razorgore Chariot.
Very nice. Just worth mentioning, this coin down here is the marker for my second unit of Storm Fiends who are tunnelling up through into the battlefield. Rolling off the first turn, Skaven get a +1. I have a 3. That's a bit cocked. Roll again. 2. I win. I will take the first turn, please, and thank you. Skaven turn 1 movement is complete. We have come forwards a little bit tentatively, apart from the Hellpit, who got 16 on his move and has absolutely stormed his way up towards these ruins up on the hill. Dart's moving out on the side. We've rolled for the woods. This one is a venom thicket, so I had 35 dangerous terrain tests and only 2 died, so got away pretty lightly with that one. These other 2 woods are both mundane, which is lucky for the chariot. Moving into the winds of magic, we have got 8. I have a warp energy condenser, so I get another one on a 5 up. Nope. And then I can channel anyway. Nope. So, I don't know why I said 8, that's a 10, but it's a 6 to 4, and Jay's got a channel. We're going to try a Warp Lightning. I can just, by the skin of my teeth, get it on down here. I'm probably not going to get many spells off because I'm only level 2, and Jay's got a level 4 down here and others. So we'll throw 5 dice at it, see what we get. It's not a bad roll. We're on 12, 16, 18. Throwing all 6. All 7, yeah, you got your channel. I think I'm dispelled. The only shooting that I have in range is the wind launcher from one of these Storm Fiends. We can get it right in the middle of this unit here. Let's see. 8 inches off down here. We're probably going to end up in this space. And that's probably going to be the end of the turn. Beastmen, turn 1. We have a few charges. What are you doing first?
Bestigors into the hell pit.
Yeah, he'll have to hold. Nothing we can do there.
And then on the other side, the 2 chariots are both going into the Rakdart.
Yeah, that one's going to be in the flank. And obviously that one's in the front. Okay, I'm going to hold with the... Am I going to hold? Yeah, because you'd redirect into the Skaven. I'm going to hold with those. Do you want to do a dangerous terrain first for him? Nope, he's okay. He can't fail. Roll up for your chariot. Ooh, he's probably failed. And then the important one down here. Failed as well. Ooh, got off a little bit lucky there. Beastmen movement is complete. The charge for the guaranteed one here. They're stumbling forwards. The rest of the Beastman horde has come up. Harpies have parked themselves in front of the hell pit to make a nuisance of themselves down there. There was one other charge, which was the wolves. Hounds into the rats over there, which went in. We're into the Winds of Magic. It is 10 dice for Jay, 6 for me, and we're starting with a Doom and Darkness coming from the level 4 down onto those clan rats. It's going to put me on a -3 leadership. You've got it on a 9-13. Dear me. How important is that for me? I'm going to let you have that. For a second spell, the Shadow Mage tried to Melkoth's the ballistic skill of the Storm Fiends. I managed to dispel that. I've got 3 dice left. Jay has a lot. And what are we doing?
Purple Sun.
Purple Sun. Because there's nothing that says you can't cast it if you're in combat. Because it doesn't target a unit. So, from him. Okay. Ooh, that's not a brilliant roll. Rolling for the distance to see how far it went. He got a misfire. There is hope in this world. That's where the vortex has ended up. The shaman dude has passed, but the Razorgore who was there has died. There's going to be quite a bit of panic now around these units. Who do you want to roll for first?
Giants and psychology.
I don't know if they are. We'll do the little unit, yeah. 7. They've got a BSB just behind them if they need it. Yeah, okay. And we'll check whether or not the giant needs to. I think they're stubborn but not necessarily immune. Okay, it's fine. Beastmen shooting. They had some of the short bows down into the Storm Fiends. Did nothing. These guys did shoot down into the Storm Bowmen and plucked off 1. As expected, these giant rats were annihilated. And Jay electing not to overrun past the leadership test, not to. And over on this side, the hounds there went straight through the rats, broke them. They turned to flee, but they didn't quite catch them. And that takes us to the end of turn 1. Start of turn 2, rolled for the burrowing Storm Fiends, tunnelling ones, and they have turned up. Let's see how far off they're going to scatter. 10 inches over this way, probably in the middle of the unit. Continuing the movement phase, this is how the Storm Fiends have ended up as they've come tunnelling out. We do have a few charges, so I had the Rat Dart, which has gone into the side of the ones down there. My big unit of Rat Ogres is declared a charge down onto these guys. They're electing to hold. And over here, my Clan Rats have declared a charge down onto the Shaman on his chariot, also electing to hold. Neither of these are guaranteed, so let's roll for the Clan Rats. Possibly not made that one in. These guys need a 6. Just, they have made it in as well. Movement phase is complete for the Skaven. Guys on the hill electing to stay put. And miraculously managed to rally these guys down here who've turned around to get back in the fight. Slaves lost a load more to this venom thicket as they continue to go through it. And things are looking pretty good, I guess, at the minute. Let's see if we can carry that fortune into magic. 6 dice. I'll try my channel. No. And I'll try my 5-up condenser. No. Should have done these the other way around. Never mind. Magic, I have managed to get a Warp Lightning down onto the Razorgore. It was cast irresistibly, and the Razorgore was zapped into pulp. Everything's passed their panic tests around there, but it's time to see what I've done to myself on the miscast. I have a BSB in this unit, so hopefully not too bad. Oh dear. 3 Storm Vermin, 12 Clan Rats have been killed so far. Is the wizard going to be destroyed? 1, 2, 3. He's history. Oh no. And I lose the rank that he was helping build as well. Panic test for the clan rats. Which I think miraculously they've passed. And to add insult to injury, let's find out where this purple sun is going. Oh, it's going towards the Beastman. Purple Sun killed 3 of the Ungors who fled through, but we've already had quite a few panic tests in this magic phase, so there were no more. And that took us to the end of it, Jay then choosing to end the spell. We've got shooting phase. The Storm Fiends are shooting down into this unit here. It's probably a bit of overkill, but it's a long charge for the others, so I'm not too worried. So the rattling cannon things first, 66 shots in total. That many hits or shots equated to 8 of them dying. However, on my rolls to hit, I got quite a lot of 1s, and that means I shoot the nearest friendly unit that's in front of me. So now I'm going to randomise to see whether I have hit the Packmasters or the Ogres. Probably killed 3 Packmasters there. Let's see if they're dead. 2 of them are. And then the ones on the Ogres... strength 5, so 2 wounds through on an ogre. Working our way through the combats down here, the rats managed to kill one of the wolves, hounds. They fled, and I've run off the board. That's why I'm going to come back on. Help it, Abomination, done that one as expected, annihilated the harpies. Moving on to this one. Down here, Jay has passed the fear check. The guy with the drilling bits has done 2 automatic wounds through. I've now got 8 attacks coming in from the others, all into the rank and file, which is good. That's 5 more that are dead. And all of those great weapon attacks, with the assistance of Primal Fury, has cut down the Storm Fiends, and the unit reforming round to face down this way. Going to move on to, we'll save that big one for the end. We'll go down here and see how many attacks I can get through on a chariot, and then with his special weapon he's going to get an awful lot back. All the clan rats didn't manage to get a single wound through onto the chariot, and they lost 8 in return. It means despite all my ranks, downhill, charge and banner, I've lost the combat by 2. I am steadfast, but I'm on a -3 for Doom and Darkness, which basically cancels out my rank bonus benefits. So can I stay? There's no re-roll because my BSB is all the way down here. Just too much. Think you're going to chase?
Yes.
I have gone a mighty 6. And you've caught me. Combat down here has been resolved. I killed a lot of the Ungor. I lost 1 rat ogre in return, but they are steadfast and they've held firm. That brings us to the end of Skaven turn 2. Lost my magic, and I've lost a big unit of clan rats, so magical dominance for the Beastmen now, and they've got some big units to do some big charges. Let's see how it goes. Beastmen turn 2, got a few charges coming in. Starting off these guys down here, who are they charging?
The Brood Horror.
Yeah, I'm going to hold with him.
Chariots
coming crashing in, there's nothing I can do about that one. Yeah, up this end.
Giant into the Storm Vermin.
So that's going to be a terror test to start with. That's cocked. Doesn't matter. Oh, just wanted to show how brave they were. So they'll hold.
Gauls into the same unit.
That's a very long charge. I'll hold.
And the Ungors into the clan rats at the back.
Just through that gap down there. They will hold as well. Let's roll up for over this side and work our way down, because these are the longer charges to do. So how far is the giant going?
I'll do the 2 ones who aren't going to get in first.
Yep.
Nope. 6.
Helps get them out of the way of the... gets them out of the way of the other unit. What are you doing now?
In the big unit, they need double 6.
Okay. No.
The giant.
And the giant.
Yes.
He's in. Movement phase is complete. The chariot moving around over this way, the other one moving up. These charges that have failed forwards. The Ungors down here continued to flee. The chariot took a dangerous terrain test, failed it, and took 4 wounds. But actually, that's not a bad thing for Jay, because now he's only going to give up 1 point of combat res when he gets chopped to pieces, and he'll still get all his impact hits. And crucially, these guys failed to make the charge in, so they are set up nicely. for a charge from my Hell Pit and Brood Horror next turn. Magic phase, Jay has 12 dice. The guy down there with his magic weapon and abilities generating a whole load more. So it's 12 dice to 6. I think he's pretty much got free reign. There is such a thing as too much power, and this shaman has had it. He's cast Doom and Darkness for his first spell with a 666. So we're down on 3 in our leadership, but let's find out what he's done to himself. It is a 4. It's exactly the same. So large target over him for the strength 10s, and let's just see if he disappears first. Whoa, where's it gone? Can't even see. It's under the book. 4. Dang, he survives. Magic continued. Melkoth's Mystify Miasma on the initiative down here, but only reduced it by 1, so they will still get to swing first. And Occam's went off down here, taking them up to strength 9. Ouch. There's no shooting. Combat. The Storm Vermin is swinging first into the Giant. We've passed our fear check, and we've got 13 attacks for the champion going into him. Winning on 5s. 3. And let's see what the Giant is going to do back. 3.
Pick one of you up.
Picked 1 up. Do I get any kind of initiative test or anything to dodge it?
Or attack me.
Oh, okay. Let's see if he can avoid the hit. No, he's not managed to hit him, and he's probably been eaten. He was squished, and only 1 on the Thunderstomp meant that the Storm Vermin have won it. He's stubborn 10 with the reroll from the BSB, and he passed it no problem at all. Coming down here, we've got some impact hits from the Chariot first up. 5, 6 impact hits.
Sides.
Oh, no size. 5 impact hits on it. Could be nasty.
What they hit? 2 Packmasters.
2 Packmasters and 3 of the Ogres. So the Packmasters are dead. And the Ogres are dead. All of the Ogres, Master Bread, Bone Quencher, Warlord, everybody have attacked. We've killed a fair number of the Gores and the Chariot, but now they're swinging back at strength 9. This is going to hurt, I think. Fear check?
Pass.
For you. Twos to kill. 4 go through. The Ogres have won it 14 points to 12, but the Gores are still steadfast. Leadership 9, thanks to these guys down here, and they have passed. So quite a lot of damage done to each other there. That takes us to the end of turn 2. Things are starting to thin out a little bit. Let's see what happens in turn 3. Skaven turn 3, we had just the 1 charge, which was the Chieftain Warlord on the Brood Horror who's gone in. My Hell Pit has then randomly moved and smashed into them too. The Storm Fiends have moved up, getting some shots on here. And what's left of the Clan Rat unit has moved up too, and my Rat Darts have come back in over there. Magic phase, I didn't have one because I've lost my Engineer, but I did get rid of Doom and Darkness, which was down on this unit. And then in the shooting phase, I unleashed with these guys down onto this unit, killed 7, I think, in total, not enough for a panic, and that was it. So we're moving into combat. I have failed my fear check down here, and failed it again when I had the reroll. I'm still swinging first. I've got 13 attacks now coming into this Giant. Is it going to be enough? Whoops, dropping dice. Is it going to be enough to finish him off? Can't pick these dice up. 2 wounds, 1 wound left. And what's he going to do to me in return? 6.
Swing with his club.
Ooh. 6 hits. Oh no.
Kills 1.
Yeah, it's killed 1. Okay.
Thunderstomp.
How many on your Thunderstorm? 5, that's better. And that's another 4. The Giant lost combat only thanks to the benefit of a musician, but he's stubborn and he stayed put. And down here, I killed the Gores to a man. I had to use my stomps, Ungors. Had to use my stomps to do it, and I take 1 wound in return, but meant I couldn't overrun into these guys, which was a shame. But we've reformed round, hoping to swing down here. Let's go on to this combat. D6 impact hits from the Hell Pit for 4. He gets 3 kills. And D3 from the Brood Horror for 2. He kills 2. And in the rest of this combat, the Lord character guy has made way, managed to get a wound through onto the Hell Pit. The other attacks down here, the Brood Horror, I think killed one, maybe two. Chieftain did a couple as well. And now we're rolling for the Hell Pit to see what he's going to do. Ooh, it's a 1. That is a feed. So all the models in base contact, which is 4 of them, or 3 plus the Warlord, take a strength 6 hit. And this has multiple wounds. So the 3 on the random everyday Jeffs, 2 of them are dead. And the important one on the Warlord, he's wounded. Oh, he's a toughness 5. Ah, he survives. Okay. That was disappointing, actually, for only 2. Now, I think we're going to get chopped down because there's a Banner of Eternal Flame on this unit, which means he's not going to get his regens, and there's a lot of Strength 6 attacks coming in at him. And this has been a spectacularly bloody combat. 20 of the Gors, Bestigors, have been squashed, punched, eaten, thunderstomped, whatever it is, and cut down. But they have exacted a heavy price in return. They have Banner of Eternal Flame, and so they cut through the regen and cut down the Hell Pit, and they cut down the Brood Horror. My Ica from being cut down and exploding killed a couple in return as well, but that was it. It means that they've lost the combat. They do have the Crown of Command in there, so they are stubborn. Are they going, or will this one Warlord be able to chase you? Let's see. No, they're staying put.
I'll take a test to reform.
Yeah.
No.
No, they're not going to be reforming. Okay, they're staying in a weird formation. Beastman turn, we had a few charges. These Gors have charged in. I did stand and shoot with my quick-to-fire rattling cannons. I shot down 6 of them, not enough for a panic, and they made it in. The Death Shaman has charged in as well. This guy tried. It was a long way. He didn't make it. And these guys have failed their rally check and have continued to leg it. Winds of Magic, not great. It's 4 dice to my 2. Probably means there's just one nasty spell going off and I can't stop it. Do you know what you want to cast?
We will start with a Malkoth's on the initiative of the Storm Vermin.
Yep. Going 2 at it for 8, 12.
10.
Sorry, 10. Level 2. Oh, yes, he shadows level 2, isn't he? Oh, but if you bring it down and your giant swings first. No, you can have it. Oh, down by 3 this time. That is going to be enough to make a difference. Okay, 2 dice left. What do you want to do?
Doom and Darkness on them.
Doom and Darkness.
12.
8, 12. Yeah, cast. Shooting from these 2 Ungors has managed to kill 1 clan rat. That's all. I'm going into combat. We're starting on the hill. D6 from the chariot. Oh dear. This is going to hurt.
6 gone.
6 dead already. That's my rank of 4 here. And 2 there. Okay, and everybody is going before me with my initiative 2. We've lost a lot of Storm Vermin. We put all 9 of our attacks into the Giant. We only got 2 hits. I just need one of these to be a 5+. Yes, we've killed him. Let's see. Did he fall over? I think he'd fall over when he's chopped down, wouldn't he? Let's see which way he falls. Yes! He squishes some of these. Giant squished the Ungor as he fell, and then the combats down here continue to kill a load more Storm Vermin. I've lost the combat. By a lot. I am steadfast, which means I'm a fantastic steadfast 2. Rerollable with a BSB. No. No, we are off. Take it you'd like to
I would.
run after me. I am going a whopping 4 inches, and surprise, surprise, I've been caught at 7, which hopefully isn't going to be enough to take you down into those. Storm Fiend, they were cut down, the overrun, they were chased and caught, and the Gors have run on through into these hapless clan rats. This flank has somewhat collapsed, although we've got a big scary unit still here. Over here, a challenge has been issued. Can the Skaven Warlord do the deed? I think that will hit. And no wounds.
Just check the 3.
Will he die? Let's find out. 4 wounds through back on him. Up to a 5-up save and then Talisman of Preservation. Do them annoyingly. Yeah, he loses 1 wound. But I do lose the combat by 2. And I am going to run. Oh. I'm going to run 7 inches with my +1. And you're going to catch me. Skaven turn 5. What's happened down here is after I fled and I was chased and cut down, my slaves turned around and fled from the panic straight into this wood, which is the dangerous terrain one, and we lost a few to dangerous terrain. And then in my turn, we've not rallied and we've continued to leg it and take a load more dangerous terrain tests and lose a few more. So all they've done this game is walk into a wood, die, and walk back through it again. Anyway, charges. We've got the rat dart into the back of that unit, and we've got all of these big rat ogres around into the back of these gores. I don't really have a huge amount left anymore. I've got no shooting, I've got no magic, and no remains in plays that are worth dispelling. Well, there's none left, they're all dead. So it's straight through into combat. The rat dart was annihilated, and they turned around to reform this way. Over here, Jay has failed his fear test, which is a good start. I've got effectively 27 attacks now from all the different rat ogres, bone crushers, bone breakers, best ones and everything. And looking for 3s.
Incredibly good roll.
That's pretty good rolling. So we've got 5, 10, 16, 15, 16 who are cut down already. I successfully killed 24 of the gore in the end. Took a few casualties back from the clan rats. Hammered in that combat. BSB's cut down as they flee. All that's left is this unit champion who is legging it. I elected to reform restrain pursuit with the clan rats so that when we get charged, at least it's not flanking into these guys and doing some pain there. That's it for my turn. There is really hardly anything left now. I've got like 3 units left plus some fleeing slaves who are going to disappear. Jay's got 2 one-man units, the Bestigor, that nasty, nasty chariot, and the other one up there. Beastman turned 5, we had a charge going in down here. There was no point in fleeing because I was dead anyway. This guy didn't rally, but these ones did. Magic phase, Mystify Miasma was cast on initiative. I threw all my dice to dispel it. I missed it by 1. And this guy has just Doom and Darknessed me, but he's done it with a miscast. And he has 7. That's fine. I think that's everyone in base contact takes a hit. Having survived that miscast, he has then gone on to cast Spirit Leech on my Warlord on his Bonebreaker. It's successfully cast. He's effectively a +4, leadership 8. I'm down to 4 with Doom and Darkness. I need a big roll. That's not a big roll. You've already got 1. 5 wounds caused through on him, and I don't think he's got any kind of ward save. And as expected down here, the only surprise being I wasn't actually killed to a rat, and I have managed to escape to flee away. And that takes us into the final turn, turn 6, coming up. Turn 6, bit of a summary because I don't really have much going on. My units, I didn't have any charges, fled off the board, and then shuffled back and reformed around here. And in the Beastman turn, this lad has fled off the board. There was a charge declared from this chariot down into these clan rats, but that didn't make it. And that's it. These guys, I think they rallied last time, didn't they? Yeah, they're back in the game. So we've gone into magic. It's 8 dice to 5. What are we trying to cast?
Spirit Leech on your BSB.
Okay. It is 9, 13. Ugh. I mean, you're just going to do horrible stuff. I probably can't keep everyone alive, but I can stop that one. Still got some dice left. We've still got
Fate on the
Fate.
BSB.
Yep. 9, 13. Cast.
8 minus 4 is 4 hits.
Wounding on 2s. Ah, he's dead. With a BSB dead, we took 25% casualties, we failed it, we ran. And that is it. We've got our nasty unit of Rat Ogres, and that's all that's left for the Skaven. We'll add up the points. There is quite a lot of points in this unit. I think the Beastmen have probably got themselves over the line now, though. We'll work it out and come back. And these, the remaining forces of the two sides. These very, very nasty Rat Ogres, but still a decent bit of the Beastman army left too. The Beastmen, as you probably worked out, have won it. They've got almost 1,000 points more in victory points than the Skaven did. It was looking a bit swingy both ways, though, with some of those charges when they were going in at different times. It's this guy down here who's been an absolute beast for the Beastmen. His magical dominance, he destroyed, I think, 3 different units with charges and running them down, and then all of those spells that he was putting out as well, that really hurt. I think losing my level 2 very early on with a miscast, that hurt me. I didn't even have a chance to use the Dispel Scroll, which just handed the Beastmen their magical superiority. But that's what happens when you throw lots of dice at one spell and get lots of 6s. This unit of Rat Ogres, they were absolute monsters as well. They were just chomping through everything. The initiative really helps them out with getting to swing first in their strength 5 attacks. So I hope you enjoyed watching it. Good first ever outing for the Beastmen. They've got a track record to try and keep now, though, and a reputation to live up to when we next see them on the channel again. As always, if you don't already, please give us a subscribe, hit that like button, drop us a comment below, and we'll see you soon for more.